We're here on my pond on a semi-windy day, so I've gone ahead and beached my boat on a high spot in the pond, kind of simulating one of the reasons why having a dog in a scull boat to retrieve your ducks is a good idea. If you can't get any further to pick up the ducks, or if it's crippled, then you can go to your beach after it's shot and then send the dog, and the dog can chase it down in the shallow water and bring it back to you. The most important reason is if you're working along a bank and you shoot a bird, and of course the bird will drop onto private property or someplace where you're not allowed to go. Well, you can kind of do a little cheat sheet there and send the dog to fetch your bird instead of you have to take a risk of getting a ticket for trespassing. So we're going to try to do a demonstration on working a retriever out of a scull boat. I've got a little Predator, which of course doesn't have much room. Bagpipe will vouch for that. And because of that, I've got a small dog. I've got a Boykin Spaniel who only weighs 32 pounds. And if she's not being photographed or shown to anybody, well, she does real good, but of course she probably won't today. So we're going to go through a facsimile of retrieving a duck. Now I went ahead and hid a gallinule rail up in the weeds on the side of the bank. She doesn't know where it is, so I'm going to have to give her hand signals and all to get her to go to it, because she's going to have to stay down when I shoot. So now we're going to simulate that we're approaching the duck we want to shoot. Nissa, abajo. Okay, now the dog needs to lay down and stay down. If the dog abajo doesn't stay down and keep their head down like they should, then you have to tie them down, which I guess I'm going to have to do. Abajo. Okay, I've got a tie down right over here that shows that. Nissa, come. Abajo. Abajo. This thing will save your dog's life. I'm going to have to put the camera down to get that on. Okay, she is now where she can't raise up, since she doesn't want to listen. Nissa, abajo. 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 Okay, now we're approaching the ducks, and she's supposed to stay down as we're doing this. I've got a blank popper in the gun, so it's not a real shell. If she raises her head up when you're trying to shoot the birds, you're either going to blow their head off, or the birds are going to see it, and that's going to be the end of the hunt. Now, she probably would have lifted her head there. Okay. Abajo. We haven't even worked out of the boat yet this year, and because of that, she is really stupid on what she's supposed to be doing. There aren't any ducks down here yet. Okay, Nissa, up. Nissa. Dead bird. Dead bird. Way back. Dead bird. Fetch! Back! Your dog has to know blind signals. Back! She's doing what we call popping. That's a fault. You're not supposed to, the dog's not supposed to turn around if they're going the right way until you tell them to by whistling for them to stop. But she's looking for help, so she'll stop and pop. So that would be a no-no if you're in a field trial or something. Now she's on the bank. Over! Hunt it up, dead bird! Over! Back! Hunt it up, dead bird! Hunt it up! Okay, she's right around it now. Dead bird! Fetch! Okay. She's got it. In the water! Oh, she didn't cheat. Boom, good. She usually tries to run around the bank, which I don't discourage much because of alligators. But we don't have any gators in this pond. That's why we're doing it here. It's 80 degrees today, and they'd be out in force. Get her to load in the front of the boat because it's more at waterline right now. We're rocking on a sandbar. It's just slightly submerged. Fetch. Nissa, fetch. Fetch. Sit. Give. Good girl. Good girl. Shake. I'll turn the camera away while she shakes. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Well, she did sort of okay. After we get hunting, she'll know the whole deal. She'll probably now, if I tell her abajo, she'll probably do it like she's supposed to. Nissa, abajo. Yeah, she's still not going low like she knows she needs to. Abajo. Abajo. They need to actually put their face down on the deck. But that little trick with the tie down really helps. Anyway, that's how we work out of a scull boat, although it's a little less jumbled and a little more refined after a few real retrieves when you're actually really hunting. I don't know if she knows that this is just a drill or what. Anyway, from a 3/4 acre pond, which isn't made for a scull boat, that's it.